There's more to you and there's more to me than meets the eye. Every living being has what is known as 10 bodies, also called Das Prakash. Das means 10, Prakash means radiances. So each living being has radiance multiplied by 10, also called bodies. And that's how we're going to study this. This is a remarkable and powerful technology known through yoga, a form of subtle anatomy, understanding and expressing things that sometimes we don't have other words for. These 10 parts of ourselves. This one form is really 10 bodies. Each of them unique, and yet all together forming one. There are times in life when we just can't quite put our finger on something. Something seems to be off. Some aspect of us seems to be off. That could be one of the bodies that's working on itself in some way, while all the others are working in their own way. These are the deliberations of life. These are the expressions of life. These are the communications of life. These are the organics of life, expressed through what is known as these 10 bodies, these Das Prakash. Let's begin to study them one by one. The first body is called the soul. This lives before you can remember. It lives in you. And once your body is gone, it continues to be perceived somewhere in the universe. It's original. In fact, one might say that all is one. All is in this soul. The soul doesn't have any work to do. That's all in the mind. The second body is called the negative mind. There is a negative, positive, and neutral mind. The first step in this is called negative, but don't misunderstand, that doesn't mean being negative. Really, it's quite the reverse. It means discerning, being able to look clearly through something to see what could go wrong. When you're not discerning, you're naive. When you're not discriminating, you make mistakes. When you're not discerning and intuitive, you can't help but fall over things. It's hard to be positive if your negative mind is not working properly. Trust has to be so complete that you are obedient, not just obedient to yourself, to your highest self, but obedient to someone you can completely trust, usually a mentor. It's a form of intuition. The third body is called the positive mind. Well, this is what sees all the possibilities. In the negative, positive, and neutral parts of the mind, the positive is the subconscious. You have a consciousness, a subconsciousness, a superconsciousness, and a parallel consciousness. This is the subconscious, where everything is recorded, and where everything must be cleared out regularly, filtered out, so that you are clear, so that your pipeline is clear towards what is divine. The human experience does not allow you to experience something infinite within you unless this positive mind is clear. The fourth body is called the neutral mind. Negative, positive, neutral. The cons, the pros, a decision. It's the equilibrium. It's real peace. And it is non-reactive. The fifth body is the one you know the best. It's the physical self. It's known as the sensory being. All of your senses together, the ones you know and the ones you don't know yet. It's the real endurance and flexibility of your physical self. This physical being, this sensory being, contains all of your emotions and all of your feelings, and experiences gravity. The sixth body is called the arc line. Above the head, from earlobe to earlobe and around the whole head, is a thin line of light. It's sometimes reflected in paintings you can see of spiritual people or spiritual beings. You can sometimes imagine it as a halo. It's not a circle above you, it's a light around your head. It goes from earlobe to earlobe, from one side to the other, and it reflects very clearly the destiny of you, the level of sacredness and reverence that you hold for life and all things. It is, in fact, your immune system, protects you from disease and negativity, and reflects in every way your own self-esteem. The seventh body is called the aura. It's an electromagnetic field. Everything that comes towards you must come through the aura first. The seventh body is also your projection. Through this aura, through your sense of self, through your intelligence, and through your voice. The essence of all energy that travels through the universe and is contained in this universe is called prana. The eighth body is the prana body. This prana is carried in the air, so we experience it when we breathe. It's carried in food. We experience it as we eat. It comes in and out of our skin. It actually comes in and out of our eyes. Prana is this energy. It is the energy of healing. And this pranic body gives us the consequences of life. 9 is the subtle body. It is a luminescence around you. It's considered to be a capsule that engages your soul. So when your life is over and your soul leaves your physical sensory being, it's the subtle body that carries it. This subtle body, while you are alive, lives deep inside of you and is considered to be your subtle core, the strongest and most important part of you. It's sometimes referred to as an occult cave where all the powers that you might have live. The hidden powers of the human experience are the subtle body. They are graceful. They are subtle. Subtlety also reflects completion. It is silent. The 10th body, or prakash, is called the radiant body. This is charisma. This is your hair, your nerves, your spine, why even your teeth. These are the things that reflect your nervous system. These are the things that reflect this electricity and radiance in you. Externally, you would see it in things that are shiny and bright, like stars. It is, in fact, the energy of the sun itself. At the edge of the human aura, or electromagnetic field, there's a thin black line, and everything beyond that is timeless and spaceless. In a liberated person, this is the sphere, this is the experience of the radiant body, the radiant self. 11 is not a singular body, it is in fact all the bodies together. It's as if you were playing an instrument and now you knew how to play all 10 notes or chords, all the colors, all the bodies, all the beings, all the aspects, all the radiances. This is the ideal wisdom. In this 11, all these 10 bodies, a destiny is preset, it is predetermined, and it carries a sound current. For the healer, 0 is not a body. It is 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2. It is any body or aspect of the self with the ego completely removed and ultimate self-control added. When you know how to command your own mind to such a degree that it will stop and start at your command, when you have this clarity of self, you have this happiness through your own state of mind, you can take any aspect of yourself, any virtue, value, or quality, and expand it.